Hi guys, welcome back to Armor. It's nice to have you back. We're really pleased to bring to you the competitive bow series. This is the Falcon B&R Armor bow series. Now, in the Falcon Re-Curve Bow, we have a little bit of combinations. Please pay attention to the video. We'll be discussing that. We'll also be discussing what all comes with the set when you buy the Falcon bow, when you buy the Falcon Recurve bow, how the assembly is done, what are the specifications of the material used for building these bows, and we'll be moving on further, so on. So when you go in for the Falcon, there are two models in the Falcon. When you read the code, one you'll see the AFFL. When you say AFFL, that means armor fiber foam limbs, which are these. And the second model, which you'll see when you see the SKU code, you'll see the AWL, that is the armor wood laminated bows, which is this. So moving further, we're going to discuss on what all is used in these limbs, how this assembly will take place, and what is the advantage and disadvantage of fiber foam over wood, and the price difference as well. So let's go ahead. Now when you buy the Falcon, you have them in two color formats. You have the blue and the matte black. Alright. So during the course of the video, I'm going to show the assembly on the black color riser. Now what all comes with the set? You get a 25-inch riser. You get the limbs, either fiber foam limbs or the wood core limbs, depending on the model that you choose. You get a set of Allen keys to adjust the tiller bolt, to adjust and align the limbs as per your requirement, a magnetic arrow rest, and you get a professional sight. The assembly video of how to assemble the sight, the link is shared in the caption or the description below. Please have a look at that. All right. Now, we are going to discuss on what is the material built up of the riser, the dimensions. The riser is made from very high quality, stress absorbing mag alloy. This is a 25-inch riser. It's a right-handed bow. Now, the bows for Falcon are between 34 to 36 pounds, right? 36 to 40 pounds is what we are having the draw weight category in this. Okay, if you see this, there is, like I said, this is a mag alloy riser. You have a very ergonomic grip over here, which is made out of very good polymer based fiber material, really smooth to handle. Now what comes with this riser? You have the installation where you can install the weights, the stabilizer. You have a clicker plate over here. You have the set for two plunger buttons. You can insert whatever you want. You can also have the clicker installed on the riser over here. When you turn the riser around, you have the slots where you can install the sight which comes with the bow. If you want to increase or enhance the sight, the same sight fitment will fit into this riser as well. Now what is the speciality of the riser? We use the ILF fitment, that's the international limb fitment, which can accept limbs from many other companies. So you have this format. If you see this is where the limbs lock in. During the course of the video, I'm going to show you how that works. Now discussing the limb structures. When you go in for the fiber foam as compared to the wood core limbs, fiber foam limbs are not susceptible to environmental conditions, right? Unlike the wood core. But nonetheless, the bows that we introduce, even the wood core is coated, so a lot of the environmental hazards will not affect it. You get consistent shooting with the fiber foam as compared to the wood core. There's a mild variation when you're using the wood core limbs. Of course, in the price format, fiber foam is a little more expensive as compared to the wood core. Wood core has a smoother draw and a smoother release, whereas fiber foam has a smoother draw but a snappy release, as in it releases really quick. The travel time is much faster in the fiber foam as compared to the wood core. If you need details for this, you can definitely do a little more research online for the difference between the fiber foam and the wood core limbs. Now moving further, we're going to show you how to assemble the bow. We're going to use fiber foam limbs to show the assembly. When you get these limbs, you get a cap behind. This is a cover cap for the ILF fitment slot. Take it off before you assemble it. Alright. Now we're going to show you how we're going to assemble the limbs. So we're moving the wood core limbs aside. So this is your bow. So when you hold your bow, this is where the grip is. Okay. This section is the lower section. This is the upper section. Okay. Now, if you see the back of your limbs over here, you see upper and lower written. Right? So what we're going to do is first we're going to fit in the lower limb. Now, if you're holding the bow this way, the lower limb, this is the lower section, the lower limb fits down. So you see this slot over here, which is like the anchor, and you see this slot over here. The bolt will slip into that, such as this, and then you just need to push it towards the tiller bolt and it clicks. Now when you anchor it, you see there's a small play, but this play is natural in an ILF bow that will stop once you string the bow. Again, you see this, slip it in and lock it. Now make sure not to take off these bolts. You can adjust it using the Allen key. So these are the Allen keys which you get. You can adjust it forward, backward, left, right. The tiller adjustments are extensive in ILF. You can even increase the poundage by 5 pounds because the bow allows you to do that. Okay. Now when we discuss the fiber foam limbs, you have a look at the fiber foam. There's a layer of fiber foam over here, which is accompanied with a very thin layer of carbon fiber, and it also has tough fiberglass. In the case of the wood core limbs, we have the wood core over here, then we have a thin layer of very good quality carbon fiber, which is again covered with tough fiberglass. Both the tough fiberglass in both the limbs are US made. Extremely good quality. This bow will last you for a very long time, and the limbs will last you too. Alright. Now, when you get this bow, how to assemble the magnetic arrow rest. So you place, this is your magnetic arrow rest. You get it with a very good quality double-sided 3M tape. Okay. You just have to place it, either aligning it on this plunger button slot over here or this plunger button slot, depends on where and what is your draw length. Those adjustments can be done very comfortably and very easily. Now when you install the magnetic arrow rest, make sure that this horn of the magnetic arrow rest is facing the back of the bow, which is this section where you see this plate, right? When you rest the arrow onto the arrow rest, the arrow will release, it will lower it, and it will set back to its place, ready to receive another arrow. Alright? Do not insert it in this format. This is not the right way to insert the magnetic arrow rest. Also, when you're inserting the magnetic arrow rest, make sure that this is perpendicular. Many a times there's a mistake in sticking where if you install it this way, it is cross, it is facing downwards. If you install it this way, it is an incline, it will go upwards. So it has to be absolutely perpendicular. You can use a bow square to do the needful. Alright. Now we'll show you how to string the bow. You get this string with the bow. This comes with the set. You don't need to buy it separately, unlike the other places where you buy the string, you buy it separately and you pay excess for it. Alright. So this is you have the smaller loop and the larger loop. The smaller loop goes to the lower limb tip. Now we're going to show you how to do that. So this is where you slip the smaller loop in. This is the lower limb. Do not push the string this way. You never string the bow in this direction. This is the wrong way of stringing it. Always when you string your bow, you string it from the lower limb towards the back. So you'll see there's a string groove over here. This line is the string groove, this centralizes the string. So this is where your string will come in. You keep it tensed, pull it down, pull it towards you. So the bow will dangle in this manner. Now if you see the ILF without stringing, there is a play. If you can see, the limbs are moving up and down, right? This will stop moment I string it. Now there are two ways to string it. You have a stringer, or you can use the method that I am teaching you to string it as well. Now you take the bow in your dominant hand. For me, the right hand is dominant. So when you dangle it this way, you see, this is how the bow is. You basically step with your dominant foot. If your right hand is holding the bow, you step with the right foot in, and you lock the bow between your shin and your hamstring. Now you lift your elbow up towards the sky and you bend the limb to reach the string. Remember that this bow limb is elastic, the string is not elastic. The string is a rigid material. Don't think of pulling, just keep it taut, don't pull on it. Now once it is strung, slowly relax the bow. Make sure that the loops are fitted in perfectly. They should not be slipping in any sort of manner. Once you fit it, step out. If the string is not centralized, then you just have to shift it into the string groove. You'll hear a click. There, that's centralized. Check the other end, make sure that it is centralized, and that's how the bow is strung. Now once your bow is strung, you pull the string on 2 or 3 inches back and you release. This will set the bow completely. Only 2 or 3 inches, not more than that. Do not go into a full draw like this and release the string. That is called a dry fire. The dry fire will damage your bow limbs completely, and you may even break your limbs in toto. So what you need to do is just pull it 2 or 3 inches and let go so it sets in. Dry fire is when you pull the string and you fire an empty bow. That means there's no arrow to absorb the energy of the string. So don't do that. Alright? This is the Falcon series bow. Like I repeated, there are 2 formats to it. You have it in the fiber foam limbs and you have it in the wood core and carbon limbs. You can take a call on what you want to buy and purchase it accordingly. The description for this is mentioned in the caption below. They have 2 different SKU codes. The contact number is again mentioned in the description and the website as well. Thank you.